हेलो दोस्तों, आप सभी का फिर से एक बार स्वागत है मेरे यूट्यूब चैनल में जिसका नाम है कॉमर्स ट्रेजर। तो फ्रेंड्स, हम लोग ने ऑलरेडी एक नया सीरीज स्टार्ट किया था जहां पर मैं आपको बोलने वाला हूं पेपर 2 कॉमर्स के सभी इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक्स के बारे में। तो मैंने लास्ट वीडियो में आपको बिजनेस एनवायरनमेंट के इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक्स के बारे में बोला था। अगर आपने उस वीडियो को नहीं देखा है तो लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन में है और आपको आई बटन में भी लिंक मिल जाएगा। तो चलिए फ्रेंड्स, बिना टाइम वेस्ट किए चलते हैं आज के टॉपिक जो है इंटरनेशनल बिजनेस के इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स के बारे में। So today we are going to discuss about the important points which you need to cover for paper 2 commerce in international business. Now let's see what are the important points you need to cover. So the first topic which you need to cover in international business is about scope and importance of international business. Now what all you have to cover in this? You have to just cover about what are the benefits and what are the demerits of international business and what exactly is international business done for. The next point which you need to cover is about mode of entry in international business. Now this is again an important topic where you can get questions in match the following or in statement forms about different modes like importing, exporting, franchising, licensing, FDI, turnkey projects, greenfield strategy, etc. So just have a glance over this topic and understand the elements of different mode of entry into international business. The next important topic which you need to cover is about multinational companies. Now here you have to study about what are the advantages and disadvantages of an MNC. The next topic which you need to cover is about foreign direct investment and foreign portfolio investment. Now basically just cover what are the different types of FBI and what are the different costs as well as benefits of FDI to home country as well as host country. You can also refer about FDI policy in India, what are the recent change or trends in the FDI policies which India is practicing now. The next point which you need to cover, and again which is a very important point of international business, is about theory of international trade. Now basically here you have to study three major theories. There are a lot of theories which are called as classical theories and model theories, but you have to focus majorly on three of these theories, that is absolute cost advantage theory of Adam Smith, comparative cost advantage theory of David Ricardo, and modern theory of international trade which is also called as factor endowment theory. The next thing which you need to cover is about government interventions in international trade. Now here basically you have to cover about exchange rate, EXIM policy, and the next point which is tariffs and non-tariff barriers like quota system or whatever restrictions government put on foreign trade or import and export. Now we'll go to the last few very important topics which you should never miss in this particular chapter. Now this is the main core of this chapter and majority of the questions are asked on the last 3 or 4 topics. Now what are these topics? First one, it is balance of payment. So what is balance of payment, meaning of that, and you have to mainly study about the components of balance of payment majorly, that is current account and capital account. What are the elements of current account and what all are included in current account, as well as what are the elements of capital account and what all are included in a capital account. Next, you have to study about regional economic integration, where you have to study about FTA, that is free trade area, custom unions, economic unions, common market, what are the meaning of this and what are the important differences in all these levels. So questions are asked either in match the following form or in statement forms, or a direct question can be asked on this particular topic. The next topic is about regional trade agreements, wherein you have to study about European Union, ASEAN, SAARC, NAFTA, SAFTA, European Economic Committee, etc. So in this you have to study about what all countries are member of this, when it started, and what are the major objectives of these regional trade agreements. Next you have to study about international economic institutions, wherein major questions are asked on IMF and World Bank. Now what is IMF? What is World Bank? When it started, why it started, and what are the major objectives of these banks? Not only that, you should also study about UNCTAD, IDA, IFC, ADB, and other international economic institutions which can be asked in your exams. The last and a very important topic in this chapter is about WTO, that is World Trade Organization. What are the functions of World Trade Organization? What are the objectives of World Trade Organization? About member countries, about India and WTO, and in general about agriculture agreement of WTO, GATS, GATT, TRIPS and TRIMS. So these were, friends, all the important points which you need to cover in international business. Now international business and business environment both are very easy topics, and they are traditional topics which are going to help you a lot in scoring marks in the exams. So if you read all these topics, at least out of 10 questions, 8 questions you are easily going to solve in the upcoming NTA exam. So if you like this video, friends, please like my channel, please share my channel, and please subscribe my channel. So we will meet again in the next video with another topic on this particular series.